1,000 bodies remain buried there?
Yes, and they walk around there at night.
Oh my God, she's touching it!
What's up everybody and welcome to another video. Now you guys know I am no stranger to making videos on Shane. I made I think 2 talking about all of the stuff that he's been through. If you're curious on my opinions on all of his controversies, I'll just leave a link to my old videos down in the description below. But he's done quite a few things and was internet canceled, and now he's coming back. The Haunting of Shane Dawson, which honestly at first I was like, oh my goodness, he's taking like an introspective look at himself. He's talking about how he's felt haunted by things that he's done, or maybe like some kind of, you know, anxiety or depression that he might struggle with that's haunting him. Maybe, and I know this is crazy, maybe he'll actually address the things that he's done that's been hurtful to people. But no, it was this stupid horror bullshit. That opens with this quote: "The horrors of retirement. These are scarier than any horror movie I can dream up." Okay, so you were canceled, you went off the internet, and then you're trying to talk about how retirement's so scary, and you're back now, woo!
Hi. I learned piano during my break. Kidding, I didn't learn anything.
I learned piano during my break. Kidding, I didn't learn anything. That's hilarious, because the things that you did were pretty horrible. A lot of inappropriate actions towards minors. Like, it gets really bad. It's not like small things. It's not even super old videos of yours that were problematic. It was kind of recent, horrible shit that you deserved to at least make a video directly addressing, which you still haven't done.
No, I learned a lot about myself. Oof. Hi. I don't know how to do this. I haven't filmed a video in almost 2 years.
Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's pretty clear that like the quality of his videos have gone down a lot. His view count is really low in comparison to the videos that he used to post. People in general are not happy with him, and I think the reason for this is because he still hasn't really head-on addressed the things that people were mad at him for, which he still needs to do. Like, this entire video, you'll see, we'll get into it. This entire video is kind of a bunch of nonsense. Even the fact that it's advertised as this like spooky, scary horror thing, it's not even that. It's literally an awkward house tour with bad music in the background to try to make what he's saying sound interesting, but it's not. It's like really like a bunch of nothing edited together with music to try to make it seem like there's something when there's not. Ugh.
This is a sign in my new house. This was here when we went to the open house, and I loved it, but I never actually read it.
Great content.
We say I'm sorry. Yes, we do. Don't worry, I'll get to that.
Hilarious. Yeah, sorry, and he'll get to that. He doesn't, and honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm sorry. I'm gonna take this opportunity in this video to apologize to you guys. I am sorry that you're gonna have to sit through this because it's very frustrating, but a lot of people have been asking me to address it. I know I'm a little behind the times, such as life with a newborn, but I really did want to address it because I have made previous videos on Shane, and this is kind of a necessary follow-up since he returned to the internet with really not having done anything to deserve a warm welcome. So don't be surprised, Shane, that people aren't thrilled.
We make mistakes? Yes, we do. I'll get to that.
But you don't get to it. You just kind of talk about yourself the whole time and never actually address the people that you've hurt.
We forgive quickly. How about you get to that?
Telling your audience how noble it would be of them to forgive you. I mean, the audacity. That's just all I can think of. The audacity. I'm already getting flustered, so I'm gonna take a break. Deep breaths, meditate. And during this break, I want to thank today's sponsor, ExpressVPN. If you guys are anything like me, you've probably run out of shows to binge watch, but please don't let that make you resort to watching Shane's videos. You don't need to do that. But in all seriousness, I do like to be able to sit back, relax, enjoy a show. It's how I de-stress. So it's really helpful to use a VPN like ExpressVPN, because you can go on there and you can change your location to access shows that are not available to you in your area. For example, if I change the country that I'm located in right here, now I'm in the UK, so I can can go on and watch shows like Rick and Morty. But more important than those things are internet privacy and safety, which are extremely important to me. ExpressVPN encrypts your internet traffic and reroutes it through their secure servers. Every day without you even knowing it, you're giving your ISPs a lot of information, like the websites you visit and all of your browsing history, which by the way, they can then legally sell to advertising companies. Not a fan of that. And by the way, if you're somebody who feels protected by incognito mode, I'm really sorry to break it to you, but that does not work. But if you use a VPN like ExpressVPN, you can protect yourself. And it does protect you from all those things and outside forces like hackers. So make sure you check out ExpressVPN and use my link expressvpn.com/Jaclyn, that is Jaclyn. Click the link, check it out. Go there and find out how you can get 3 months totally free. And keep in mind, they are the top rated VPN for a reason. They are the most trusted by far. So all you have to do is go on, click that button, choose where you want to connect to, and voila, you are protected. And there's also a link in the description below, so make sure you click it and stay safe and protected online. Safety first, guys, especially when we're watching spooky Shane Dawson videos.
So this is my house. Oh, this is so weird. I don't know what to do. This is so weird. Oh my god, I feel like...
What is happening? Literally nothing. It's a house tour. This was marketed as like a creepy, scary ghost thing, and it's literally like a house tour. It's just a house tour. It's a house tour and not apologies and like talking about himself and how hard it's been, and that's it.
I feel like a TikToker doing her first video. Like, what do I do? I don't know. So, is that it? I looked at TikTok and literally, like, I loved it for a week.
Oh, it's so awkward. It's so awkward. And by the way, the shade on TikTok, as though all it is creepy dance moves. Creepy? Why did I say creepy? I guess because this video creeps me out. Shane creeps me out. TikTok is not only dancing. I post a lot of videos on TikTok that are like baby related and cute shit. Maybe I shouldn't say that in a Shane video. I don't want him to go there. Oh god, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. My husband, here, we can do this. My husband David has a channel on TikTok that's doing really well. You guys should check it out and follow him, but he does singing videos. So literally not everything on TikTok is just like a teenage dance move thing, but we can go ahead and let him throw shade if it makes him feel better, whatever.
And then I got canceled and I couldn't go on it anymore because it was like, every time I'd swipe, it would be like, ba-ba-da, and then I'd swipe up and it'd be like, Shane Dawson needs to kill himself. And I'm like, all right, well, let's just get back to it.
Okay, so I just need to say, it's never okay to tell someone to cause harm to themselves in any way. I don't think that that's funny. I think you need to be very careful with who you say that to, because you literally never know how someone is doing mentally, and you don't need to put them in a worse position, especially with something as serious as self-harm. But I truly do think that he is saying this in this clip as an appeal to get sympathy from people. I think that, you know, anybody that has any kind of social media at all, big or small, it does not matter. You are going to get your fair share of weird ass mean comments. Like, I mean, seriously, I just tweeted a thing about somebody who commented on a cute like pregnancy time lapse that I posted on my family channel. By the way, subscribe to my family channel. But I did a pregnancy time lapse growing my belly from, you know, like 16 weeks all the way through 40 weeks pregnant. And of course, I got a weird comment on that video from some guy that was like, I can't believe you didn't have an abortion because you're pro-choice, because apparently every single person who's pro-choice, just none of them have babies. I digress. My point is that you do not have to be Shane Dawson level of successful online to get really messed up comments. And that's just one silly example. I've gotten all kinds of really mean comments telling me that I should, you know, take my own life or whatever they have to say, you know, horrible, really mean shit. It's the internet. Okay, I'm not saying that justifies people making comments like that, but that's just how it is. I keep rambling, I'm so sorry. My point is, I feel like he's bringing it up here to garner sympathy, and I see right through that.
I am in a really good place mentally. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I am emotionally.
Well, I'm sorry. The music in the background is really throwing me. Like, I'm gonna replay that clip just so you can just focus on the music.
I am in a really good place mentally. I know it doesn't seem like it.
Why, when saying something serious about your mental health or emotional well-being, especially in context of having been canceled, which by the way, you still haven't addressed, whatever, would you have this like weird, funky, like happy circus-like music in the background? Why are you doing that? That doesn't fit the mood.
Obviously, I don't know how to talk about this because I have had such a intense last year and a half, and I'm doing really good, and I'm really happy and just excited about life. So, but I do feel like I have to talk about some stuff.
He starts to say that he's going to address what he did, but let's just see.
It's weird. I don't know. It's like, I definitely feel ashamed and embarrassed and horrified over a lot of the stuff that started, old clips and stuff that started coming out when I got canceled, and then all of that.
All of that, all of that. He really just brushes it under the rug. All that stuff I did, back when I got canceled. And I want to do like a little side note real quick on cancel culture. I'm coming from a place of being a super 90s kid, millennial. I, grew up with dial-up. I don't think some of you guys probably even know what that is. I was around before social media was around. I had a MySpace in high school and thought that was crazy. Do you guys remember when Facebook required you to have a college email? If you don't, I'm probably much older than you. It's a completely new world with what kids are growing up with now. But at the same time, I don't want to be too negative because social media and the internet has been sort of a home for me. I have found so much comfort in the people that I've met, in the self-growth that I've even been able to learn different things, and my opinions have changed. And I've definitely matured in a lot of ways, and I do view the world differently. And these are all things and connections, and honestly, a lot of people that have come into my life that I would never have had without the internet. So I don't want to sit here and shit on it too much, because I am forever thankful for it, and I think it really can be a beautiful place. But there is an ugly side that leads to things like cancel culture. Now, I can say cancel culture in a negative way because it certainly has its negatives. Sometimes it's not deserved. A hate mob jumps on something, a ball gets rolling, and it spins out of control. But sometimes people do truly shitty things that they should be held accountable for. And for them to then be like, I'm getting canceled, it's ridiculous. It's these crazy, like back in the day, we would say social justice warriors are canceling everything. But you can't just kind of blame it on other people wanting to just hop onto cancel culture. Sometimes you did something shitty and you should address it.
I've had a year. Sorry, it's hard. I can't not laugh at it. You know what I mean? Like at this point.
The biggest problem with this and with Shane is it just seems like it's all about how getting canceled was hard for him and how it affected him, without any mention of how what he did hurt people, about the communities of people that he hurt, about the specific people that he hurt. Willow Smith, kids on Omegle, extremely inappropriate. Like, you have not said any of that. All you're doing right now is talking about yourself.
I've had a year.
I've had a year and I just can't help but laugh about it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, he's not taking it seriously. And still we've got this stupid music, and I know I should let it go. I know I should move on. We should all just move on together. Let the past be the past, right, Shane? But I can't move on from the shitty music in this video. I really can't. And this next clip, it transitions from this stupid jazz music to like this somber, sad piano music, and the transition is so bad.
Like, even so, I tried to explain when I was getting canceled, like at the heat of it, because I had been in therapy for a while before that. So my therapist went through my cancellation with me.
I'm sorry, had to point it out. It bothers me now. Now watch, it's about to bother you.
Like, even so, I tried to explain when I was getting canceled, like at the heat of it, because I had been in therapy for a while before that. So my therapist went through my cancellation.
What was that? What was that? I'm sorry, I had to point it out.
I feel like I learned a lot. I would never say or do any of those jokes or any of those things ever that I did back then. So it was a weird thing where, like, I felt like I got to a place where I was proud of what I was making on YouTube.
Me. I'm finally at a place. I was finally doing it. I was proud of blah, blah, blah. Me. I get it. And he keeps referencing the things that he did as like his old videos as though that's the only issue. The way he acted in that Instagram live, guys, was not his past self. That was very much who he is today, and I feel like it was a little bit of a mask slip, just saying.
Proud of my personal life. Proud of who I was becoming. Like, I felt like I was growing up and I was excited about the next chapter, and then it felt like everything spiraled down, and then I got canceled, and then it felt like the end of the world.
And Shane, people really, they're not only talking about these old videos that you did back whenever like being edgy was cool. We're not talking about all those. I mean, yes, address it, but that isn't where it ends.
I think part of me was upset because I was like, I made so much growth and now I'm being canceled over things from the past. And that's not me anymore.
Like, is he or is he not still BFFs with Jeffree Star? Come on.
But I shouldn't just throw all that stuff away when it kind of got me to where I am, and it also connected with people. And yeah, there was bad stuff in those videos, but like the good stuff connected with people. And I can't just throw that away. That's weird.
He's just really got this I'm like so innocent thing down. Like, he really truly has painted himself as the victim. And like even earlier with the comment about how he saw mean things on TikTok about people telling him he should hurt himself or whatever. Still not okay to do that, but like it is all to garner sympathy.
I'm not going to talk about this anymore because I don't want my whole life to just be me talking about this, which is why I haven't talked about it in the last year and a half. I wasn't ready to, but also I don't want that to just be the thing I'm constantly bringing up.
You haven't talked about it in the last year and a half and you're still not talking about it now. I mean, you're talking about how you're sorry for yourself, but you're not talking about what you did and why it was wrong and apologizing in a genuine way. This is all a pity party. It just feels very manipulative and gross. But I do agree that if he did address it head on, that it doesn't need to be something that he brings up for every video for the rest of his life forever. I see this problem with a lot of people on the internet. When they do like apologies or whenever they're in some sort of controversy, it's really just, they struggle with a genuine, straightforward apology. And they give these like half-ass feel sorry for me spiels, and then they're surprised that no one forgives them and that people keep bringing up the same stuff. And they're like, why does everyone keep bringing up this thing that I did? It's like, well, because you haven't really fully addressed it. The only person that can close the book on this is you, Shane.
When I was like getting into more of a positive mental place, like, yeah, I'm not somebody who just quits or throws in the towel. So it's like, I don't want to be looked at as somebody who gave up and left and ran away from the internet because they were afraid of whatever.
Yeah, so he left social media. He left social media for a relatively short amount of time, and then he came back. You know, slowly he was in some of Ryland's vlogs and podcasts and stuff, and then he did this big return. And like I said at the beginning, I sort of expected, based off the title, The Haunting of Shane Dawson, that it might be something introspective, talking about how he learned. But he literally just wasted everybody's time. He wasted the time of people who were looking for a real apology, and he wasted the time of the people who actually thought this was going to be like a spooky video, because literally, what, it's a house tour and a fake feel sorry for me party? Literally the scariest thing is how bad it is. Oh, and then, you know, icing on the cake, whenever they actually do get into the ghost stuff, it's all about Native Americans being slaughtered.
They're shrimp? Like, this is so good. I'm like freaking out.
There's like a teleprompter in my brain. Did you call Condore for tips?
There are actually a lot of victims in this case.
They are really, really jovial about it. Like, they're laughing, they're giggly. It just feels really inappropriate to me.
Decided that he did not like these people being there. So I feel like Kendall-Ray right now.
I know, wow, you're so good at this.
That was the longest consecutive thing I've ever said.
And then they do put text on the screen later saying, you know, we're not trying to make light of what happened. But Shane, like, actions speak louder than words. You can't say we're not trying to make light of it, and then literally there's clips of you laughing like it's something's hilarious. Like, I get it. Maybe you didn't realize upon, you know, deciding to do this video that that's what happened, and that's why people, or part of the reason why people think that this area is haunted, whatever. It's so stupid, by the way. I don't believe in ghosts or any of this, so all this nonsense is annoying to me just from a skeptical perspective, but I'm gonna look past that, otherwise this video is gonna be 3 hours long, and just say, it feels like they are making light of it. I don't wanna be rude, but anyway, I'm incredibly disappointed. Like, I'm not one to say someone, you know, needs to be canceled forever, or that their bad choices need to follow them forever if they didn't do something criminal, and if they truly are sorry and have become a better person and have demonstrated that growth. And I can tell you that I have not seen that from Shane, and it's really disappointing. And I feel bad for everybody affected by, you know, the numerous different things that he's done. And anytime minors are involved in any kind of way, I'm especially bothered. So it's just really hard for me to look past that and be like, ooh, yay, ghost stories. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. Ooh, yay, a house tour. Am I being too harsh? Let me know in the comments if I'm being too harsh. If you've been following this whole Shane thing, what is your opinion on him? Do you think that he is okay to continue on like he is, or is it also something that kind of bothers you? Just the complete lack of accountability, seemingly, at least to me. I always wonder when I make these types of videos, because I look at everything going on and I have initial reactions that are pretty strong, and then I try to sit with it. Probably, I'm not gonna totally blame the delay in making this video on that, because, you know, babies are a lot of work, but it is something that I typically do. I'll hear something and then I'll kind of think about it for a while, and then I'll come back to it, and if I'm as livid as I was the first time, I know there's probably something going on, and that's kind of how I felt with this. I was very frustrated to see him just kind of pop back up and not say anything that I felt needed to be said, and try just to go on. Maybe if I just move on, no one will notice. Just seems shitty. I don't know. Let me know. Am I too harsh? I really do want to know. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribed. Click the subscribe button and the little bell to get you notifications, because I am certain that YouTube does not always notify people whenever I post my videos. They hide my stuff. I'm controversial. They'll promote Shane though. It's fine. And because of that, a lot of my videos are not monetized. So thank you to everybody supporting me over on Patreon, patreon.com/Jacqueline, and to everybody shopping at my merch store, ffvmerch.com. Lots of cute stuff on there. New stuff coming soon. And most importantly, thank you to everybody subscribing to my family vlog channel. I did just have a baby 2 months ago, so it's meaningful to me to document my life and really like keep all these memories and share some things with you guys, because it's an exciting part of my life. And this channel is where I come and like talk about negative, ugly things, and that's like my happy place. So it just depends on the vibe you want. Like this video if you liked it. It really does help a lot in the algorithm to get more likes. Leave a comment, that helps a lot too. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi. Ash. Honey, I know you just learned how to grab hair, but that really hurts, bud. Thank you. Well, thank you.